Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name's Jack. This is JTH Books, and it's time for the June TBR. So obviously in June, it's Pride Month. And last year for Pride Month, I managed to read all queer books. I spent the month reading queer books, and it was heaven. Did I want to do that again this year? Yes, I did. Am I going to be doing that? No. Why, you ask? Because I done it in May. That is what you call bad planning. If I just thought, but I sort of forgot it was coming up. And the reason I'm not doing it is because I'm lucky enough to get sent ARCs, and I try always to get them read before they come out, you know. And I've got to do that this month. Now, don't get me wrong, the majority are going to be queer. But the first one that I'm going to read, well, not the first, but the first one I'm going to show you is not queer. But I am excited for it. It's my non-fiction. All year, I spent all year reading queer non-fiction. And then it comes to Pride Month. The first non-fiction I read, it's not queer. Absolutely stupid. But sums me up. But it is I Want to Die, But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki by Baek, translated by Anton her. I'm so unbelievably excited for this book. It is sort of memoir / self-help. I'm just going to read you the back. I'm so odd, even to myself. I wonder about others like me, who seem totally fine on the outside, but are rotting on the inside, where the rot is this vague state of being not fine and not devastated at the same time. When I read that, I was like, that hit me hard. That's me. So, bit of insight where I am there. So, yeah, I'm just the phenomenal Korean bestseller. As you guys know, I'm trying to read more translated books this year. Well, that's not working. I am buying them, but I'm not necessarily reading them. But I'm so unbelievably excited for this one. It's a short little thing. And this is the cover. And it is out June 23rd. So I'm really, really unbelievably excited for this one. And then next up is one of my most anticipated reads of the year. I've mentioned this before in my wrap up. No, not wrap up. May TBR? Yeah, May TBR. That took a while, didn't it, to come to my brain. But it is Flip the Script by Lyla. Now, I was incredibly, incredibly lucky to be sent this by Lyla herself. And it is going to be my first read of the month. I can't wait any longer. But if you love Sapphic contemporaries, or if you're looking for a Sapphic contemporary, and if you love Korean dramas, this is the book for you. Mash them together. This is perfect. So I'm unbelievably excited for this one. You know, it is one of my most anticipated reads. I've talked about it before. And I'm pretty, as soon as I finish filming this, I'm going to start reading this. Also, both deliciously pink. What next? Briefly, A Delicious Life by Nell Stevens. That is not an indication how I feel about the book, that I dropped it. Well, sort of through it. It wasn't a throw, was it? When I was alive, I lived in a time of beautiful men. After I died, I found myself in a time of beautiful women. This is about two people, George and Frederick, arrive at a monastery in Majorca. The resident ghost, Blanca, falls head over heels in love with George, this striking woman in a man's clothes. I didn't know it was about a ghost, I'm not going to lie. All I knew is that it was an LGBTQ plus book. But I'm very intrigued for this now, actually. This one is out in June. It hasn't got a date. They should put a date on the book, shouldn't they, to save me looking like a fool. Yeah, literally no date. But it's out in June. Pride Month. It's LGBTQ. Come on, let's go for it. Next up, we have The King is Dead by Benjamin Dean. I've spoken about Ben's two previous books on this channel before. They're middle grade. This is his first foray into young adult. This is out in July. I think it's July 7th, because it was my mum's birthday. I remember reading it. But it might be the 14th, but I think it's the 7th. And let's see if... This is a royal reimagining full of A royal reimagining full of scandalous secrets, roller coaster romances, and one hell of a mystery. All I know, there's black royals, LBGBQ. Oh, I can't speak today. All I know is this is black royals, LGBTQ. I'm going to try again. All I know is this is black royals and an LGBTQ plus prince, who I believe boyfriend goes missing. I don't know too much about it. That is all I know. And I'm excited for it. I can't speak today. It's a bit embarrassing. Husband material by Alexis Hall. Now, I was lucky enough to be sent this. And you lot know, I loved the first one. I loved, is it boyfriend material? I'm too old to have book crushes and book boyfriends, but Oliver, I would have died for him. And I hope I want to die for him in this book. He better not have changed. 2 years ago, Luke O'Donnell and Oliver Blackwood met, pretended to fall in love, fell in love for real, dealt with heartbreak and disappointment, and family and friends, and somehow figured out a way to make it all work. Now it seems like everyone around them is getting married, and Luke's feeling the social pressure to propose. But that's what you do when you love someone desperately, right? But it will take more than 4 weddings, a funeral, a hotly contested rainbow balloon arch to get this semi-disgraced son of a former rock stars and his tightly buttoned-up boyfriend from I don't know what I'm doing to I do. Good thing Oliver is such perfect husband material. He really is. I feel I'm just waiting for my Oliver. Oh, whew. We went a bit deep again there, didn't we? I feel like you guys are really getting to know me. But yeah, I'm so excited for this one. I have heard mixed things about it. But lucky enough to be sent this. So this is out in August. I didn't tell you that. Second. Let's get that. Nettleback by Nat Reeve. Some of you, if you watched the my May wrap up, you will know. No, not May wrap up. May TBR. You will know this was on there. It's been pushed over to June. It just didn't quite happen for me this month. No, last month, but it's going to this month because the Pride Month is out in June. Some point in June. It's towards the end, I think. One day they put dates on. They'll put a date on and I'll say thank you. But I think it's towards the end. Yeah. 1893, Henry Nettleback has to act fast or she'll be married off by her older sister. But leaving the safety of her wealthy life isn't as simple as she thought. Told through journal entries and letters, Nettleback is a subversive and playful ride through the perils and joys of finding your place in the world, challenging myths about queerness, particularly transness, as a modern phenomenon, while exploring the practicalities of articulating queer perspectives when you're struggling for words. It sounds fantastic. I just didn't want to pick it up in May. Someone just walked past me. I just didn't want to pick it up in May. But then I read the back and I think, why didn't I pick it up? So, definitely. How many books is that? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6. I think I'm going to leave it as that. I think I'm just going to go for 6 in May. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That bit. So, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're going to read any of these or if you've read any and I should, or if you have any good Pride recommendations for me. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, hit that bell thing. I don't really know what that means, but I watch booktube people say hit the bell, so hit the bell. Thanks so much for watching and I'll speak to you really soon.